SLY MEGHAN is snickering in anticipation of Harry's tragic end. A trick of the century. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News YouTube channel. There was one thing that really stuck out to me about Harry's media storm last week. It wasn't so much the careless inaccuracies in his various accounts of events, although there were plenty of them, from the passing of the Queen Mother to recollections of Harry's first date with Meghan. And it wasn't even the way that Harry reacted towards the few hand-picked journalists who were enlisted to help sell his narrative whenever one of them dared to ask him anything remotely close to a searching question. The real question that I couldn't get out of my mind was, where in the world was Meghan? And I'm not talking about in terms of that book. I mean, her mark is all over that thing. I mean physically, where exactly has she been? We have not seen a sign of her for days now, which is really not typical of her. I mean, normally, Meghan has her claws sunk deep into Harry's arm. Typically, she's basically surgically attached to him, hanging off of him like some kind of extra appendage. Wherever Harry goes, she goes too. Now, he's always scowling darkly at anybody who comes close to them, and Meghan's got that Cheshire Cat smile on her face. It really is not like Meghan Markle to pass up an opportunity to show the world how fabulous she is. And after all, what better opportunity could she have than this, the publication of her beloved husband's long-awaited tell-all memoir? All eyes are focused solely upon him right now. I would have assumed that Meghan would be right there front and center at everything, with her designer outfits and her twinkling jewelry, one hand to squeeze his as he was sitting through various interviews. I would have assumed that Meghan would be happy to catch his eye, to reassure him with an encouraging glimpse, to place a guiding hand upon his back as she so often has done in the past. So basically, to stand firmly by her man as he dealt with the inevitable storm of criticism coming his way. I mean, after all, Harry sat solidly beside her as she told the world her truth, whether it was recreating her first ever curtsy to the Queen, or pretending to hold back tears at the memory of yet another trauma that she suffered at the hands of the royal family. Now, Harry played around in the chicken coop while Meghan was sharing her secret sorrow with Oprah, and you could see him juggling through the window as Meghan delivered yet another one of her meaningful speeches to a grateful world. I would have assumed the least Meghan could do was throw on a sweater and show a little bit of solidarity at a time like this, but no, she has been conspicuously absent. There could be a perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe one of the children is not feeling well. Maybe Meghan is too busy administering some cowpole. Maybe she's not feeling well, in which case, all right, fair enough. I mean, who really knows? But there is one thing for sure. It is not like her to stay out of the limelight. I do hope there's a good explanation for this, because otherwise her absence is a little bit concerning. Because wouldn't it just be horrible if, having abandoned his home, having trashed his whole family, having burnt his bridges with the military, and after he's let down all of the people of Britain, Prince Harry discovered that he wasn't at the center of Meghan's world any longer? When we consider everything that Harry has given up for Meghan, all of the personal sacrifices that he has made just to try to make her happy, it would be a tragedy if that amazing bond between them were to loosen under the pressure of all this public exposure. And the truth of the matter is, this memoir has not really had the effect they were wanting it to have. Now, it has sold more than enough copies, that's for sure, and it has captured headlines all around the globe. But in terms of Meghan and Harry's poll rating, it has been a complete disaster. Most people now want to see the two of them stripped of their royal titles. They have been mocked on social media time and time again. Also, according to a YouGov poll, Harry's popularity has crashed. Some sectors of the population are even ranking him now below Prince Andrew. Also, while 21% of Britons buy the line that Harry's motivation for publishing the book is to tell his side of the story, almost twice as many people, 41%, believe that he's only in it to make money. So this is going to be a real test for the gruesome twosome. Now, relationships are pretty easy when everything's good. Romance does thrive under favorable conditions. The difficult part is what happens when things get rough. Now, as much as Prince Harry's behavior annoys me, I still don't really want to see him get hurt. He has proven his loyalty to Meghan in public beyond all doubt, and it would only be right for her to do the same for him. There are also some insane Sussex fans out there who are accusing Prince William and Catherine of being jealous of the gruesome twosome. Why on earth would William, the heir to the throne, be jealous of a Z-list actress and her husband who is so far down the line of succession? I mean, the only conclusion I can come to is these people must be trolling. There is no way William would be jealous of Harry. What are they trying to imply? Do they belong to Meghan and Harry, maybe? Now, Catherine doesn't have any reason to be jealous of anybody or anything. That woman is gorgeous. She has so many blessings, and so does William. William's got more power, he's got more money, and he's a lot smarter than Harry. Plus, he's a lot better looking. And then Catherine, well, she is 7 inches taller than Meghan and she's about 6 inches narrower. And Catherine looks like a supermodel. She's more intelligent than Meghan, she's better educated, and she's actually adored by the public. I think the better question is, why are Harry and Meghan so jealous of William and Catherine? Let's look at what Meghan has that Catherine doesn't have. Like, would Catherine be jealous of Meghan because she doesn't have a honey trap that Meghan uses to lure men in, mostly for tawdry sexual encounters? Catherine, I guess, is jealous of Meghan because she had to use kindness, intelligence, and honesty in order for William to want her. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's very jealous of Meghan for that. Or what? Do the Sugars think that Catherine's jealous of Meghan because the outfits that she buys off the rack have to be tailored so that they'll fit her thin, beautiful figure? Whereas Meghan doesn't even need that fitting because she thinks if you pay a lot of money for clothes, then automatically it's going to look gorgeous. You don't need tailoring or mirrors even. And I think that Meghan has already started menopause because we know she's actually at least 46 years old. So Princess Catherine, I guess, would also be jealous that Meghan can cry out of only her left eye, squeeze that single tear out on demand without any emotions necessary. But Princess Catherine has real feelings, and she cries real tears in both of her eyes. Meghan spends an exorbitant amount of money on ill-fitting designer clothing that look like she slept in them. That, I guess, makes her look more relatable to us peasants. Princess Catherine, on the other hand, she wears reasonably priced clothes that make her look like she really is royal. Meghan, I guess, is the alpha dog in the marriage, though. I guess Meghan really has successfully trained Harry up, though, to do her bidding. She'll walk in front of him and she'll tell him what to do, and he will do all of it. Princess Catherine, though, she allows her husband, Prince William, to lead the way. And Meghan clearly was never really pregnant. She hired somebody to do it for her, and she tried to trick the whole world into believing that she really was pregnant on 2 separate occasions. Princess Catherine, on the other hand, she actually was pregnant 3 times, and she had to push her babies out of her own body all by herself. And what, is Prince William supposedly jealous of Harry because Harry is miraculously growing back his balding hair and it's actually brown now? Also, Harry has written a #1 selling book that explores how to totally sell out your family and make yourself a victim for forever. Let's not forget that Harry's book also explores what not to put on a frostbitten penis, and also how to discuss whether or not your own brother's penis is circumcised. So yes, I'm sure that Prince William is so jealous that he doesn't have an opportunity to write about his frozen member. Just like Harry also brags about how many kills he made in a war, Prince William can only boast about how many people who he saved when he was a helicopter rescue pilot. And this, my friends, is by no means exhaustive. This is just a short list of all of the jealous feelings of the Prince and Princess of Wales. Please, if you have anything to add to my list, feel free to do so in the comments section.